Good morning. I hope you all are there. Juniors, for second semester MBAs, you all are there. Good morning. Say good morning to me and then we'll start. Good morning. It's a very warm day. Yeah, I think it's going to rain. Mallikarjun, yeah. Good morning, Mallikarjun. Pavan, how's the corona situation in Mandya? Pavan. Anu, good morning. Murtaza, good morning. Spandana, good morning. Anjali, good morning. Anjali, resend me those diagrams, Anjali, when you are free, so that I will use it on Friday. I can picture that. I was thinking of I tried getting those diagrams, especially the last one, no, that you sent online, but I didn't get them. So please send me the last one again. Okay, WhatsApp me. That was a very good diagram. It gives you an idea of what's going on. Ready, everybody? Where is Preksha, Barsha? Where is Dev? Where is Nina? Where is Uttam? Where is Mahesh the prince? Where is Bharat? I don't see you all saying good morning to me. Forgotten your old man? Yeah? Are all listening online? Shall we start the class? Yeah. Naveen, Amreen, Rupa, Anjali. Okay. Rashid, good morning, Rashid. How's the weather in Gnaneshwari? Good morning. Arun, good morning. Devika, good morning. Yeah. How's the weather in Afghanistan, man? Is it warm? Bangalore has become very warm. Hold on a second. Yeah. I used to use tissues and I realized that, tissues are to be thrown. It is time that we started thinking, it's not time, even otherwise, of renewing our resources. So, accordingly, Manjunath, Najimullah, Patan. Wow. Najim, you're there. Very good. Prashant, Naveen, Rashid. It's very good, is it, Rashid? Okay, very good. Shall we start, all of you? Yeah. See, I have I've surrendered to a very big handkerchief, my husband's. Yeah, my husband has really big handkerchiefs. So it's really useful. Amrit, good morning. Nana, sweetheart, good morning. Yeah. Where is Eric? Eric, I'm missing in Kenya. Where is South Africa? All of you are there? Dave, good morning. Very good. Where is Sujan? Sujan, are you there? Yeah. I hope it rains very heavily today. This kind of, precipitation is humidity is because of, I hope, rain. See, when I was in Kuwait, once I went on a bus into the desert to apply to a company for a job. And then I had a friend of my husband's with me because I didn't know much about Kuwait and I didn't want to go by bus and to a strange place. Fardeen, very good, very good, very good. Good morning. Yeah. So I had gone inside into the desert, and then when coming back, we had to wait in the desert in a bus stand, which was just a shelter. It wasn't summer yet, but still, in Kuwait it's always warm outside. It's a desert basically, isn't it? And that day there was, sorry, that day there was, too much of humidity. I understood the meaning of humidity that day. It was above 90% or something. I can't remember. But that humidity was like, it just sucked the energy out of you. And lifting my hand like this to wipe my face was an effort. It was one strange and pathetic experience. I couldn't lift my leg front, so much the energy was sapped. It's not that we didn't drink water or something like that, but the energy was like, we were like zombies. How would I know how a zombie walks, right? We say zombies, but have you seen a zombie? How do you know it walks, isn't it? Okay, now let's get come back to good morning, everybody. We start with a very, very big smile from ear to ear smile. Everyone, okay? Smile for me. You don't have to smile here, but smile for me from wherever you all are watching. Yeah, good morning, class. It's a nice, beautiful Tuesday morning. I love Tuesdays. My son was born on a Tuesday. Yeah, I'm blessed on a Tuesday. The loveliest gift in life that God has given me is my son, and I was blessed with my child on Tuesday. Yeah, okay. It's like this. Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is full of woe. Thursday's child has far to go. Friday's child is loving and giving. Saturday's child works hard for a living. That's me. And Sunday's child is something bloody and gay. Gay doesn't mean, gay. It's a happy situation. So I'll repeat, all of you who are born on a Monday. Monday's child is fair of face, good looking. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Yes, Prashant, full of grace, graceful. Wednesday's child is full of words, it's always crying, I believe. Thursday's child has far to go. Friday's child is loving and giving, and Saturday's child is works hard for a living. I'm a Saturday's child, man. And then Sunday's child is always happy, I believe. Okay, so how many of you are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Classify yourselves. It's an old poem I read somewhere. I should maybe we should Google it and it will come up and all that. Okay, okay. Now, see, I was reading up about game theory. There's some interesting concepts, okay? They call it the prisoner dilemma, okay? Game theory. Listen carefully. There are two prisoners, A and B. Both of them, there is some offense has been committed, all right? Both of them have not, admitted to the crime, okay? Both of them have not admitted to the crime. Now, what they do is, okay, Saturday, yeah, Rupa, working hard. God, now I have a wet handkerchief. Hold on, class. It's really bad. Maybe this handkerchief is not really cotton. See, the thing is, I want to clear my throat because I don't want to clear, so I drink some hot water. The result is I'm like this. Okay, so it's a prisoner's dilemma. There are two prisoners. An offense has been committed. Both of them have been caught, but none of them have said I've done the crime. So each one doesn't know what the other one is going to say. So they're put in different cells. Now there are four kinds of scenarios. The first scenario is prisoner A admits, so both of them admit that we have done it. Okay? So, scenario A is both A and B prisoners say we have done it. And they get, say, a common this thing of, say, 5 years. All right? They get a common punishment of, say, 5 years. The second case is where prisoner A says, I've done it, prisoners, and he gets about 10 years, prisoner B gets 3 years or something like that. The third scenario is prisoner B says, and he gets about 7 years, prisoner, all that. And the fourth one, both the fourth scenario is both say I've not done. So what do you do in this case? Something like that. You related the prisoner's dilemma to a company. See, the game theory gives you warning that someone is eyeing your company. Someone, I told you the case of Lord Swaraj Paul and how, God, I'm sorry, class. I told you the case of Lord Swaraj Paul and how he tried to take over Vimal, that is Reliance. Reliance was only Vimal that time, and then Vimal and Escorts of Chennai. Now Escorts is called Federal Mughal. All right. So these are the things that, see, in game theory, a company is warned well in advance that another company is intending to take over. It could be an acquisition or a hostile takeover, or a merger or a joint venture. See, these are the strategies that a company A has as regards company B. It could be a takeover, it could be an like an acquisition, or it could be a hostile take a hostile takeover like an acquisition, or a merger or a joint venture. Is that clear? Merger and joint venture are different, you know that. So we are talking about how the company A gets warned what is going to happen. So, like that. And sometimes, well, see, there are a gamut of, say, products in conglomerate A and conglomerate B. So, what when A conglomerate A has offered these kind of products, not all the products. See, every MNC doesn't offer. MNC is a multinational corporation. It doesn't offer all the products in its in its kitty to all the countries of operation. It will offer only some products. See, if you see PepsiCo has five food outlets. All right, uh, KFC, Pizza Hut, Long John Silver, Taco Bell, and another one. I always forget that. Something starting with O, an O and an M somewhere. So, if you see in our country, Pizza Hut has come, KFC has come because we Indians do eat chicken. Then you have KFC, Pizza Hut, all Indians eat pizza, and then you have Taco Bell, Long John Silver. No, Long John Silver and the last one have not come to India. Why? Their products. You have beef-based products, and not all Indians are beef eaters or fond of beef. There's whenever you offer beef-based products, there have been a lot of kind of conflicts with as regards Indian consumers. So it's better to stay out of India with your beef products. So that is what is happening with PepsiCo. Whereas if you have other products, like if you have McDonald's, McDonald's does have beef products, but they don't offer it in India, or at least it's. I don't think they offer it in India. So like that lamb products, I haven't seen, but according to what I read, they don't offer it in India because the people are worried that there's a mixture of it could be, and then also people are worried that what spoon you put in the non-veg curry should not come into vegetarian curry, or the skillet on which you fry non-work. Yeah, Villa Balaji, good morning. Meera, good morning. Meera is my old evening student. Meera, hi. How is this one man? Milk, KMF. Meera works in KMF. Yes, Balaji, good morning. So, these are the issues. Now, another thing very interesting about game theory is you listen carefully to this. Imagine there is a soldier. He's in the front line of battle. Where is Shilpi? I haven't seen Shilpi today. Shilpi, where are you? There is a soldier. He's in the front line of battle. Now you see what goes on in his mind. Suppose his side wins the battle, there is a chance that he will survive or not, and his whatever his contribution, he's thinking the front line will be attacked badly, and there is a very great chance that he will not survive. Will his individual contribution help in winning the battle? All right, this is what he's thinking. The other scenario would be they will lose the battle, and then will his individual contribution mean anything or not? Like, will it help no, in not winning the battle? In the first case, in winning the battle. So, something like this. So, the winning the battle, not winning the battle, his individual contribution, all these things are going on in his mind. That's a dilemma. Does he want to flee from where he is? Does he want to run away? Now, in over centuries, you have people having won or lost battles, and the strategies they do in the battle is part of game theory. So, see, in modern days, if you are a deserter, you're shot, it seems. You're not allowed to, leave the army, or, just because you don't want to be there. And you cannot come back like that. So, point one. In ancient days, see, Christopher Columbus went and discovered South America and North America. South America, there were a lot of native Indians. Sometimes they are called Red Indians. I don't know whether using the word Red Indian is a good word or not. But when we were small, we used to call them Red Indians. And there used to be stories, cartoons about how there were wars between Red Indians and people who entered America. These are some of the Western movies are based on these, so-called Western movies are based on all these conflicts between the native Indians and the, invaders who came to stay there. So you have what happened in South America is the Spaniards discovered that there was a lot of gold in South America, and the gold was basically owned by the Native Americans. You must have heard about the Inca gold, INCA, Inca gold, and there were other Native Americans. The very famous gentleman called Cortes, he's a Spaniard. He came and wanted to attack, have a war with the Native Americans. The Native Americans were naturally in a huge number, whereas Cortes had, whoever came on his ships, whoever came on his ships were the only Spaniards left there. Now, as in every battle, a commander, as I told you a little while ago, a commander thinks that will my people fight or will they run away? The dilemma that I told you was in the mind of the frontline soldier, is in the mind of every soldier. Will my side win the battle or not? Will my contribution as an individual be significant or not? Morning, Yashaswati sweetheart. Yeah, will it be significant or not? These are the things that go on in the mind of the soldier. Yes, smile to you too. Okay. So, what Cortes did in the case of the Spanish war against the Native Americans, he came with soldiers in ships, no? He burnt the ships, it seems. So when he burnt the ships, the escape route was not there. So you see the strategy. See, now you understand. In game theory, you're not told what to do, but you are told which strategy is better to use. Which strategy? Now you see the Cortez's strategy, how it worked. He burnt the ships that made it impossible for the Spaniards to go back. All the ships were burnt. So you see what happened in Spaniards' mind. There is nowhere to go. You have to fight and you have to win the battle. If you lose the battle, you're finished. They are going to slaughter you. The only way that you can save your life is to win the battle. So he's going to fight as ferociously as possible because he's fighting for his life. When you fight for your life, even someone who's very cool starts becoming aggressive. Everyone, when it comes to life, everyone becomes aggressive. So the Spaniards became very aggressive in the war. This was the strategy that Cortes used to uh, ensure that his people fought. Whereas you see the Incas or the Native Americans, see they could have fought and thrown the Spaniards out, but they saw that Cortes has burned the ships. If he has burned the ships, he has doesn't bother how to go back. If he doesn't bother how to go back, it means he has confidence that he is going to win the battle. So the Spaniards, they thought, the Native Americans thought, the Spaniards have some kind of strategies which have made them so confident about winning the battle. Against thousands of us, there are few. You could say handfuls as compared to the thousands. They're not handfuls, but maybe some 4 or 5 ships or more. When all the ships were burned, they were stranded. So if he has confidence of getting themselves stranded, Cortes definitely has confidence of winning the war. So when they saw this, the fear started in the mind, saying these people have some way of winning the war, and these people are dangerous, and that is why the Native Americans lost the war. You see, I'm trying to tell you the applications of the game theory. Sometimes, let us say conglomerate A and conglomerate B are having. See, I told you about Pepsi and you Coca-Cola. Pepsi entered India 1.5 years before Coca-Cola. And what did it do? When it won to Parle, because Parle had the drinks, the others were all, the soft drinks which were in the organized sector, biggest one. Whereas the other one was, sometimes before I continue, I want to tell you the case study of Parle. See, Parle has, like Amul, I told you I have eaten Amul butter when I was small. So, and I told you the story of Amul from 1920 onwards. They're all, I've been to Amul, I told you, and what a nice, this thing, history, how they are. I told you the biggest thing about what farmers do, what they get is, suppose I'm a farmer, I bring 10 liters of milk from the buffalo in my house and I give that, and then suppose someone else has come to buy, someone else has come to buy the milk, 1 liter. If the person is getting 1 liter, 35 rupees, the farmer gets 35 rupees for the milk he sold. He doesn't get even 1 rupee less. Plus, when the milk is made into cheese, etc., it becomes a value-added product. So the value of the value-added product is given to you. If we went to a farmer's house who had about 5 buffaloes and 1 or 2 cows, and all the milk was going to Amul. So he told us that a few lakhs of rupees also was given to him as something like dividend for the milk that he had supplied every day, becoming into value-added products like milk powder or whatever products Amul makes, ice cream, etc., etc. Amul ice cream is really delicious, man, made from real milk, like butter, etc. Okay. So there you are. I just now some my son had bought some amul butter with herbs and garlic and all. Oh my God! Like I didn't like it. The original amul butter, utterly butterly delicious, is nice. You must have remembered that amul butter girl. When I come to class, you remind me. I'll show you amul butter girl old ad. They show a little girl going to everybody in a, everybody's given breakfast, and they given a small in a little butter wrapped in cute paper, amul paper. So this girl wants to go and says, can I have your butter please, can I have your butter please. She's collecting butter from everybody because it is utterly butterly delicious. Okay. So Amul, I told you. Similarly, I want to tell you about the case study of parley. See, when I was, we used to come home from school for lunch, and after lunch, every day we ate a little green chocolate. It had that butterscotch taste, a little green chocolate, which was parley chocolates. And then the other day, I was just, my son brought us biscuits, the biscuits, Parley Monaco biscuits. I remember eating, those were one of my favorite salty biscuits. When I was small, those were one of my favorite biscuits. So, I'll tell you the case study of Parley too. I want to make no, let me make some research on that. So I told you some things like where the game theory is useful. Suppose, let us say, I told you about Parley, first mover advantages. I've told you this before. What Parley did, it when it wanted to take over the, wherever wherever Pepsi and Cola go into a country, they are very famous for wiping off the local competition. They take over in India. They wanted to take over the organized sector. So Parley was the only big organized sector. If they had taken over, then it would have been like taking over the organized sector. But Parley quoted a fancy price for their three products: Gold Spot and Thumbs Up, and I think Limca, the fancy price. So Pepsi said, anyway, Coca Cola is coming, it will wipe off the competition. I need not. And they went and flooded the market in India with the Pepsi. This was the first mover advantages. If you go into small places in India, also small little shops, you'll see Pepsi. You may not get water, you may get Pepsi. This is the first mover advantages that Pepsi has done. Now we will come back to Coca-Cola. When Coca-Cola came, it bought off the three drinks. The Gold Spot disappeared because it was a competitor to Coca-Cola's Fanta. Now, I have told you this before in case you have forgotten. Now, this also game theory is used. You can find out what are the strategies. Please remember, in game theory, you do not get Shilpi, I'm missing you. You do not get, and where are all the other people, man? You can message me. I would be very happy to see that my children are all online listening to my class. Okay, don't say, ma'am, let's start problems. We'll do the problems. You know that we attack problems, we do them very well. You don't have to worry. But the application of this also has to be in your mind. Otherwise, I would not be a wholesome teacher. I would be only a part teacher. There's no thing like do the problem and say, what is it for? I don't know. I can do the problem very well. Like, how was this operation? The operation was successful, but the patient died. How's that? It shouldn't be like that, no? Operation was successful and the patient died. Also, I'm getting feeling better now without all the sweating is less. So we'll start the problems. Okay, you remember that it is a prisoner's dilemma, and you remember the Spaniards' battle, this thing story I told you. I browsed last night and I got these stories. I'm very happy that I can share them with you. You'll get an idea of how game theory is used. I gave you the idea of Pepsi and Coca-Cola also in India, how what happened when they came to India. Now, one more thing I wanted to what did I tell you here? Yeah. Suppose. you say you have two conglomerates. We'll talk about Unilever and Procter and Gamble, and they have a gamut of products. The what products Procter and Gamble is letting into the market, but this one Unilever also may give the same products, or depending on what the Procter and Gamble is giving, uh, this one Unilever may not give the products. Now, please remember, in game theory, only then you're not told what to do. You're told the strategy to do. In marketing, you must have learned about attack strategy, defense strategy, flank strategy. So many strategies are there. So the strategies are given to you. Now, in my last class, we did two problems. Both the problems had two persons. Okay, the number of people playing the game are called n. So n sum game it is called. And then what is a zero sum game? A zero sum game is, see, you had player A and you had player B. Whatever player A is the same amount that player B gets. If player A loses, Dev, don't be impatient. Wait a bit. Okay, it's not a case study. Okay, I'm starting the problem now. That's what I just started. My goodness, how impatient. Why are you going to go off if I say only case study? No, 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 not case study. I'm doing the problem now. Okay. Uh, See, when you go into a career, you may not do problems. You may only use my case studies to apply and get the answers. It's important. So I'm coming to the problem now. Last problem we did was uh, n number of people in the game, and it's a zero sum game. What's a zero sum game? What A lost is the same thing that B gets. Okay. Now let's come to the problem. Get ready. You like case study? Very good. You'll get case studies and whatever in transportation. I've not done case study. When I finish my syllabus, I have to do linear programming. In linear programming, I have to teach you how to formulate a problem, which is pretty nice and easy, and then I have to teach you the graphic method, which is also simple. So class, if you can buy graph sheets, buy about 6 to 10 graph sheets and keep. So when I come to linear programming, I don't have to tell you and don't have to search. All of you buy some 6 to 10 graph sheets. You can use half the graph sheet sometimes. You don't have to use the whole graph sheet and waste it. You can use half. So buy graph sheet and you keep it, because next time I go into linear programming. Now after games, theory of games, I'll complete this week another one class or two classes. There's nothing much in the theory of games, that we cannot handle. We'll do fast. And then one more thing is, I have one more chapter called queuing. So once I finish that, it's I have to teach you some things like what is modeling, how do you do or modeling, because I prefer to do that after this, because you will understand. If I say transportation model, you will understand. I need not say transportation model is like this. I'll say, then you'll understand. So that is why I don't keep that chapter. And even linear programming, you have the graphic method and you have the simplex method. Sometimes people spread rumors that the simplex method is anything but simple. So we remove the X and we call it the simple method as long as we're using it. So we have to do the simplex method. Once we do that and then queuing, I will start revision. So when I start revision, Dave, you like case study? Very good. I'll give you a case study, I'll explain, and then we'll do the problems. All right. Now you have to be ready for that. Now let's start with the theory of games. Write down. Solve the following game. Solve the following game by minimax and maximin method. Solve the following game by minimax and maximin method. So make it a 3 into 3 matrix, everyone. 3 into 3 matrix. On the left side, player A, player B. I'll just put A, and on top it is B. Make a 3 into 3 matrix. So in the first column, you write 15, 7 minus 7. Next column, 2, 5, 4. Next column, 3, 7, 0. So here it is. This is our game for today. We are playing games. How lucky we MBAs are, no? We get to play games in our class. You have A. This is your problem. Are you ready? Okay. So we are doing minimax. What do we have to do? Take row. Write down row. What did I write last class? Row minimum. Heading is row minimum. You have two columns. The first column is row and the second column is minimum, same as the heading. So how many rows are there? 3. Rule for 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. And in case someone has missed, I'm sorry, I haven't drawn it very pretty. Row minimum you do first and write the minimum of the first row. What is the minimum of the first row? There are 15, 2 and 3. In the first row, the minimum is 2. So for row 1, I put 2. Next row is 7, 5 and 7. So your second row minimum will be 5. And the third row, there is -7, 4 and 0. -7 is your minimum. Right? Now, we do the next one, column maximum. All right? So, rule, there are 3 columns and there are 3, 3 rows are over. So, you do the 3 columns. Class, last time I gave you numbering for the columns. Okay, rows were, let us call the rows as 1, 2, 3, and for columns I'll give small ABC. All right, rows I have given as 1, 2, 3, and columns I've said ABC just to make it simple. So in this column here, I'll write A, B, C. All right. Column goes A, B, and C. Now, what is the, you have to take the column and the maximum. See, row minimum, I've given heading for the row, columns as row and minimum. Similarly, for column maximum, you can give heading as column and maximum. Do it neatly, not like how I have done. All right. So column, I have too many things here on this table. I have 2 laptops. I'm referring another laptop. My MacBook, I'm projecting with my MacBook. I have a book. I have papers. I have a bottle of water. Lot of things to handle. So the thing, you'll have to excuse, ma'am, your poor old ma'am. Okay, trying my best to be neat. Okay, ABC. Now, in the first column, you have 15, 7 and -7. The maximum is 15. Second column, you have 2, 5 and 4. The maximum is 5. The third column is 3, 7 and 0. So the maximum is 7. Now, what do we do? Come to the row minimum. In the row minimum, what do we do? we take the maximum value. Why? We are talking about mini-max. When you take minimum, you have to take the maximum of the minimum. So the maximum here would be 5. In the row minimum, out of the minimum values, take the maximum. Why? It is mini-max. Come to the column maximum. Here you have to take the minimum value. Alright? Minimum value here is, why? It is mini-max and maximin. Minimum is equal to 5. Now, there is a saddle point here. Why? Because the maximum of the minimum is equal to minimum of the maximum. Write down please. The saddle, we'll see the saddle point later. You just write. It's a zero-sum game. Why? Maximum of row minima, write down, maximum of row minima is equal to minimum of column maxima. I repeat, maximum of row minima is equal to the minimum of column maxima. Therefore, the game has a saddle point, S-A-D-D-L-E, saddle point. Therefore, the game has a saddle point. And the common value is 5. The common value is 5, indicating that the value, capital V, value V of the game is 20. I repeat, class. The maximum of row minima is equal to, please check what you have written. The maximum of row minima is equal to the minima of column maximum. I repeat, maximum of row minima is equal to the minimum of column maxima. Therefore, the game has a saddle point. The common value is 5, indicating that the value V of the game is 20. Alright? Now, class, please quickly rule the game again. Yes. Rashid, great man. Yes, Yashaswini, great man. Very good. How are your children? You should WhatsApp me their photograph. Yeah? Especially the younger one. Please WhatsApp me their photographs. I would love to see them. Don't you, class? Don't you want to see Rashid's babies? Yeah. Ready, everyone? Write it again because I don't want you to mess up the original problem. Write it again. 3 into 3 matrix, player A, player B. I didn't say 20. Did I say 20? Oh, I said 20. I'm sorry. 5. Prashant, I'm sorry. It's 5, no? I think I read somewhere and said 20. I repeat, listen carefully. If I have made a mistake, please listen now. The maximum of row minima is equal to the minimum of column maxima. Therefore, the game has a saddle point. The common value is 5. Common value is 5. And therefore, the value V of the game is 5. I have a problem here from which I was dictating the sentences, and in that problem it is 20. Probably Prashant, I said 20. I must have said 20. That's why the, okay. Now, are you ready with the matrix again? Are you ready with the matrix? Yeah. Okay. Fun. Now, this is the matrix. What you have to do, look at the row. What do you have to do? In the row, you have to square the minimum. All right? 15, 2, and 3. So you square the number 2. I'm not writing again. I'm squaring the original one. I would like you to do it again because I want the problem intact. Now 7, second row, 7, 5, and 7. The minimum is 5. So square the 5. Square or rectangle the 5. Then the last one you have the last row, row 3, minus 7, 4, and 0. Minus 7 being the least or the minima, uh, rectangle the minus 7. Alright. Now we will attack the columns. Alright, we'll attack the columns. In the first in the columns, you have to go for the maximum. Okay, the maximum is 15, 7. Yashaswini, concentrate. We'll talk about it, but thank you. Okay, yeah, okay. Now concentrate. We finished, I think, the problem. Let me explain. 15, 7, and minus 7. So in the column wise, the maximum is 15. Circle 15. Circle 15. The next column you have to circle. You have to see 2, 5, and 4. You have to circle 5. Circle all around 5. Next one, it is 3, 7, and 0. So you circle 7. Alright? Okay. Now you have the saddle point here, and you have the value of the game V. Value of the game, capital V, is equal to 5. We'll do a couple more problems today, and simple like this, and then I'll teach you games where with a small formula where there is no saddle point. Okay, now are you ready? I'm dictating another simple problem. Write down. You have player A and player B, same way. A 3 into 3 matrix. Draw a 3 into 3 matrix. I'm drawing here. Write A and B. If I draw it really small, no, it's easy for me to show you. Okay, right here, first column. For the columns, you write A, B, and C. This is not given in the problem. A, B, and C, and 1, 2, 3. You're doing it because you want to this thing. I must leave my nose somewhere and come, no? But it keeps itching me. Good morning, Divya. Very good. So, 1, 2, 3 is what we are writing. ABC, and 1, 2, 3 will not be given in the problem. All right, everybody. This A, B, and the matrix and the values will be given. This 1, 2, 3 and ABC will be your work, okay, in order to do it simply. So the first column will be 4, 8, 5. The next column is 3, 6, 4. Next column is 8, 7, 3. All ready? So solution. Write it as row minima. So you have row and you have minima. I'm not going to write it again. The rows we have called the rows as 1, 2, 3. So write there 1, 2, 3. Row minima. minima. So in the row class watch, which is the minimum? There are three numbers in row 1, 4, 3 and 8. Obviously it is 3. Next row. Next row you have 8, 6 and 7. Obviously it is 6. And the third one. Third row it is 5, 4 and 3. And so you have 3. Now in this, below that you have to write max is equal to 6. The maximum in the row minima is 6. Isn't it? All done? Let us come to column maxima. All right, make 3. So the columns we named it as, sorry, I made a 3 into 3 matrix. A, B and C. Ignore what I have scratched. Column and maxima. In the first column, the numbers you have is 4, 8 and 5. So the maximum is naturally 8. Next, in the second column, we have 3, 6 and 4. And the maximum will be 6. And in the third column, we have 8, 7 and 3. So for column 3, it is 8. Which is the minimum? 6. Right here, minimum is equal to 6. Now, quickly, before I give you the inference, quickly rule the original matrix again, quickly. We'll do solve in the second method. Yeah, in the exam, you can do in both the methods. Both. Yes, Prashant, it is 6. Yes, Andili, 6 it is. 5 to you. Yeah? Yes. Now, write down. Again, you draw. Yes, Amrin. Yes, 6. Now, it's so nice to see that you all are with me doing. Now, draw it again, the matrix. Are you ready? Have you drawn the matrix? We are doing with the second, the rectangle and the circle method. All right? Go to the first row. The first row is 4, 3 and 8. Minimum is 3, square 3. Minimum is 3, square 3. Which is the next one? 8, 6 and 7. You square 6. 6 being the least. And then you have third row 5, 4 and 3. We square 3, which is the least. Alright? Hold on. Yeah. Sorry. My phone was ringing. Sorry. Alright? Minimum and maximum. Yes, Prashant. Saddle, Prashant is DDLE. DDEL becomes saddle. We want saddle, DDLE. Yes, English is funny. What to do? All right. Okay. Now we come to the column wise. we circle 8 in the column A. Next we circle 6 in column B, and we circle 8 in column C. So 2B is the answer. Cell 2B. Sorry. Saddle 2B is the answer. Correct. Excellent, Prashant. So write down your inference. The maximum of row minima, is equal to the minimum of row maxima. Equal to, the minimum of row maxima. Therefore, the game has a saddle point. The game has a saddle point. All right. The game has a saddle point, which is to cell 2B, which is cell 2B. Thanks, Prashant. I forgot this. The common value is 6, and therefore the value V of the game is 6. The value V of the game is 6. All right? Yes. Let's go ahead. I'll tell you one more game. So, one more thing you have to write. I forgot to say it in the first one. What is the strategy that player A uses? Strategy 2, or we call it 2B. Yeah, no, strategy 2 only. Player A uses strategy 2 and player B uses strategy B. When it is 2B, no? Strategy player A uses strategy 2 and the other one uses B. In both these games, you decide who is the winner. To make this easy, Anjali has sent me one nice matrix. I should have copied it. Anjali, I'll copy it and I'll show it on Friday. To make it easy to decide who is the winner, that is very nice. That that matrix is very nice. Plus, you know that I have just one book and I'm trying to use the internet. I cannot go to office to get my books, so we'll have to adjust with me. But I think we have done a fantastic job. I personally feel we have done a fantastic job. You all seem to be more. See, in class, I was telling you, millennials do not like the chalk and board system. They like screens more. You are used to your computer screen, your laptop, computer, laptop screen, your PC screen, or your hand screen of your cell phone. So it looks as if you like listening to me online rather than in the class. You're more attentive, I feel. Okay. Now, this is the last problem I'm doing for today. It is 5 columns and 5 rows. 5 columns and 5 rows. All right. 5 columns and 5 rows. All ready? Left side is player A, player B on top. Write down layer B on top. 5 columns and 5 rows. Ready? It's not given, but I would like you to number the rows as, let us do what we have been doing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number the rows as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the columns as A, B, C, D, E. It is not given in the problem, this A, B, C, D, E and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright? Now I'll give you the numbers. Column A is 8, 0, 6, minus 12, 0. Next column 0, minus 6, 4, 2, 0. Third column 2, minus 10, 6, minus 2, 0. Fourth column 14, next one minus 14. 8, 0, 0. Next one minus 2, 10, 6, 10, 0. If I have dictated a little fast, here is the problem. The first column 8, 0, 6, minus 12, 0. Second one 0, minus 6, 4, 2, 0. Third one 2, minus 10, 6, minus 2, 0. D column is 14, minus 14, 8, 0, 0. And E1 is minus 2, 10, 6, 10, 0. Okay, now let's do the row minima. Row minima. Solution of the problem you do, of course, minimax and maximin method. If I haven't said it, you do it. Write it, please. Now, how many rows we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please write. Draw 5 rows, 2 columns, 5 rows. This is row minima. Okay. Now, first row, what is the minimum? We have 8, 0, 2, 14 and minus 2. So the minimum is minus 2. Next row, you have 0, minus 6, minus 10, minus 14 and 10. So the least one is minus 14. Third row, you have 6, 4, 6, 8, 6. The least one is 6. All right. Next, what is the fourth? Next one? Fourth one. Shit. Sorry, class, I made a mistake. Third row, you have 6, 4, 6, 8, 6. So the minimum is 4. Third row is 4. Fourth row is minus 12. And the last one is assumed to be all zeros. So 0. So the maximum of this is 4. So the maximum of row minima is 4. Okay, great. Now, for those who are not yet in the thing, column maxima. So we have column A, B, C, D, E. Ready? First column, the maximum is 8. Second column, the maximum is 4. Third column, the maximum is 6. Fourth column, the maximum is 14. And last column, the maximum is 10. So column minima will come like this. Maximum of column 1 is 8. Maximum of column B is 4. Of 3 is 6. 4 is 14. The E1 is Murtaza. Yes, Murtaza. It is 10. Alright? So, write down. Or do you want to do the other method also? Are you ready with this thing? Shall we do the squaring and the circling? The first row is minus 2. Square the minus 2. Second one, square the minus 14. Third row, square all the, no, 4. Alright? Next one is minus 2. Now the last one, all is 0. Square all of them. Square all the zeros. You never know where you will get the saddle point, isn't it? Saddle point could be one of the zeros. So you cannot square just one zero, square all the zeros. Alright, now we circle the maximum 8, then you'll get 4, third column 6, fourth column 14, last column is 10. So your saddle point is in 3B. Alright? So write down class. Maximum of row minima is equal to minimum of row maxima. Maximum of row minima is equal to minimum of row maxima. Minimum of row maxima. Therefore, the game has a saddle point. Where is minus? Oh yeah, sorry guys. Murtaza, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I made for fourth row, I made -2 by mistake. It isn't -12 for fourth one. Thanks, Murtaza. Great. Okay, great, good. You should catch me. I feel happy. Okay. Yes, yes, Rashid, I got it. Okay, so the saddle game has a saddle point which is 3B as given by Rashid, Prashant, and Anjali. 3B, and the value of the game is 4. All right, it is 11 o'clock. I think in 15 minutes or 13 minutes, your next teacher is coming. I'll give you one problem. I would like you to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do not tomorrow on Thursday. On I think I come on Friday. Today is Tuesday, no? Tomorrow I have no class. So if you don't have class, just let me know. I will take class. But I think you do have a class. In case someone is not taking and you're free at 9:30 to 11 or whatever time, I'll adjust. I'm at home all the time in the world. I'll adjust my work. Shall not we circle another 10 at column E? Yes, Shilpi, thank you, sweetheart. Yes, I missed you, man. Shilpi has pointed out to me one more interesting thing. In column E, we have two tens to circle both the tens. Yes, what do you think will. Yeah, Shilpi has pointed out to me very nicely that when I took column maximum, when I took column maximum in row E, in column E, there are two tens. Both the tens have to circle. Yeah, excellent. Thank you, Ma. Thank you for showing me. See, when you square, if there is one same minimum value, never mind in 5 columns, all the rows you square. And in the column wise, when you take the maximum, as in this case, if there is the maximum value in more than one cell, the same value, please circle. Because you never know where you'll get the circle and the square, where you'll get the saddle point, isn't it? Excellent, Shilpi. Thank you. Excellent, excellent. Yes, thank you, thank you. Very good. All right. See, this is what makes the class fruitful. A student should exceed the teacher, and then the teacher has really been a good teacher. Look, I'm only patting my own back. What do you say? Right? In they say there is a saying: even if you get drowned, it seems the nose will be above the water. That is what I'm trying to say. Though I'm defeated, I've kept my nose above the water. I'm not defeated. I have won because you all have caught up. I'm very happy. Now listen, one problem for you. It's a simple problem. It's a 3 into 3 matrix. I found some cute little papers cut by my husband, so I'm using them. It becomes easy for me to show. Yes. Ready? Player A on the left side. I won't do this problem. This is for you to do. Player B. Tomorrow, when I next come, I'll do one problem. Do 3 into 3 matrix class. When I next come on Friday, that is, I will do one simple problem like this, and then I will do give you the simple formula for games which have no saddle point. All right. We'll also understand how businesses compete with each other based on that. So far, what we are doing is zero sum game, meaning what A loses is the same amount that B wins. or what A wins is the same amount that B loses. For all these games, you have to decide who is the winner. For this, I'm waiting for Anjali to send me the WhatsApp. I will WhatsApp that picture to you. It's a very nice WhatsApp, matrix, and that matrix will help you determine in a trice who is the winner or the loser. I'll also show it in my next class. Okay, write down columns. Numbers are -3, 2, 5. Next one, -1, 0, -2. Next one, 6, 2, 4. Shall we work it out? It's easy. We'll work it out. Minimum, we'll work it out in the second method. So minimum in row 1 is square. If you want, you write 1, 2, 3. Number the rows as 1, 2, 3 and write the columns as A, B, C. It will not be given in the problem. So the first row -3, second row it is 0, and the third row it is -2. Right? Minimum in the first row is -3, second row it is 0, third row it is -2. Now, maximum of the columns, first one is 5, second one is -2, -1 and 0. Which is the largest? 0. And then you have 6, 2 and 4. So your saddle point is A2, B2, or sorry, 2B. Saddle point is 2B. Alright? Value of the game is V is 0. If the value is 0, A has not lost anything, B has not lost anything. We can call this game, I believe, a fair game, FAIR, a fair game. Fair and unfair, you say no, like that. Alright? Yes. Shilpi, where were you all this time? Okay. Now, I have one problem, which is a 5 into 4 matrix. We'll do it the first thing tomorrow. And then on Friday, just to nudge your memory on the games. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give you the formula. All right? Okay, class. Now it's 11:09. Actually, today I came on 10 minutes late because I was sweating so badly. I know. I don't have a ceiling fan here, but if I keep a other fan, it's very noisy. I cannot manage with a fan. So without a fan, I have to come, or I have to change my place. But I don't have a proper big table. I have to. It's difficult. This is a proper place. Okay, Shilpi. Okay, okay. Yeah, man, sometimes network issues. On Sunday evening, 2 days ago, when I was online, suddenly there was internet went off. I panicked and called my neighbor, and then the internet came on. It went off. It came on. I was so worried because once it goes, we have to be. It usually is that a line has been cut, and that's not an issue that can be, that can get better in 1 or 2 hours. It takes about 6 hours sometimes for them to locate, which is the. It has taken 3 hours, 4 hours also. I have ACT connection and it's pretty good and fast. Thanks be to God. But still, sometimes you get mighty worried I was very worried. I said, what am I going to do for Monday class? Fortunately, God has been good to me. Nothing happened. Internet was on. I simply had my neighbor worried because he works online too. So I know that he's as much bothered as me about internet issues. So I called him up. Poor guy. Oh, Murtaza, you wait. You wait. What? Keep freezer door open, huh? You want to see what's in my freezer? Yeah? Okay, okay. Hey, that's an idea. I'll just open my freezer. I'll show you what is there. I hardly have anything these days, man. I've gone vegetarian now. Oh, see. Can you see? I have something cooked. Yeah? Yeah, I'll keep freezer door open now. See? I was telling you about Pringles, no? The other day I was telling you about Pringles. Procter and Gamble case study. Was I telling you or juniors? This is Pringles. And I was telling you about this cartoon figure. See, this cartoon figure, like is very important. You have this white giant. Have you seen that? Have you seen the white giant? This one? No, Green Giant. You have a brand called the Green Giant. All frozen vegetables are in that. Then you have something called Michelin tires. Have you seen that guy in the Michelin tires? All these. Oh, Amreen, you like those chips? Oh, Rashid, you're fasting. See, Murtaza only told me to open. He, I know. Yeah, Nina, he means that. Yeah, yeah. Africa is represented, Nina. Where is our Nagma? Great. How's Nigeria feeling the corona heat? I haven't heard much. I think they're doing pretty okay, no? Africa is not having so much corona issues. Yeah. India also was great, man. Suddenly, some people see Mandya was good. Pavan, suddenly you have 4 cases, isn't it? Be careful, man. Yeah? Oh, ho, ho. Go, man, go. Nagraj sir has come, it seems. Bye, everybody. Love you. Take care. God bless. Stay at home. Stay safe. Smile. Jai Hind. Jai Karnataka.